do it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Yeah, thanks, Shia. We are now in the stream mindset. And we are going to be working on some drum kit limb independence today. And I'm using a book. So this book is right here. So it's called 50 Ways to Syncopation and is by Dom Moyle. And it is a fantastic book. It's got a bunch of different charts and stuff. I mean, you got dog hair everywhere. It's got 50 different ways that you can play through the Ted Reed book, Syncopation. And it is fantastic. Dom has a bunch of stuff on his website, a ton of great books. I've got like 90% of them because I think they're fantastic, and he's a phenomenal drummer. You can actually find a link to this if you're on my website, jaredoleary.com/drum, and you go past all the chop stuff, past the limb independent stuff, past the 700 plus grid variations, and you get down to his lessons and tips, which I'll be adding a bunch more here. Click on the books I recommend, and then this is how you can quickly find this. So a lot of these are affiliate links, like for Amazon or whatever, so I get like 4% back for whatever you spend using one of these links. But there's some concert snare stuff, there's a bunch of drum kit stuff. This is the one that I'm working out of today, so it's called 50 Ways of Syncopation by Dom Moyle. That is not an affiliate link, I just really like Dom. He's a good dude and great drummer and phenomenal educator. There's stuff for mallets, rudimental, blah, blah, blah. If you want to see the low-volume cymbals that I use, as well as the low-volume heads, you can check those out here. The pedal that I use, the pads, the sticks, all that fun stuff. So that's a quick way you can do that. So that's /gear on my website. But yeah, we're going to be working on limb independence. I've taken Dom's book and I put them into like little reminders for myself of things to work on. So I'm going to start off with, let's see, right hand plays the line on cymbal, hi-hat on 2 and 4, and the snare fills goes to triplets on snare. Okay, that one's actually pretty easy. So ding, 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 ding. Let's switch to... So if it's quarter notes, eighth notes, so that one should be fairly simple to do. Starting off with an easy one, apparently. Okay, so last time I did it was 125. It was musical and fun. Let's try this again, because I haven't done this one in a while. And we'll do it at 120. Let's try 130. And actually, let's see. I'm going to add in a little musicality to it so that I will play on the bell on some of the long notes, and the short notes I'll play with the tip of the stick on the ride itself. So I'll be kind of like switching between the two, just to make it a little bit more musical. Have some fun with it. Let's go to swung charts 1 through 5. Actually, let's do, I think 6 through 10 would be more interesting for this one. And then when I do the next variant, let's do 1 through 5. Okay, so for every one of these free play-alongs, you just go into the timestamps in the description. You can jump to a specific BPM. There's almost 2,000 hours of free drumming content on my website. And on my YouTube channel, just in the drumming playlist, I create a bunch of drumming, gaming, computer science stuff, so tons of content. But this will count you off, and you'll hear a play-along. You're not going to hear it because I have it muted. There's a slight timing delay. But it did just count me off right there. It's hitting the table. And when you get to this part, the first line of each one of these, you can improvise. All right, not bad. My dog looks like she's contemplating jumping from her 2-story doggo bed. Don't you do that, Minnie. Go down the ramp. Oops. One, two, one, two, ah. It's funny how the E8010 just can't keep up. 1, 2, here we go. Oops. Sweet. Now, let's do this. So I go into here and I put in how fast I played and how it felt. So overall, it was musical. I had fun with it. It was good. I could go faster next time. Sweet. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a stretch and massage routine. So pants keep riding up. First thing I recommend doing, let me move so you can see this a little bit better. So you hold your sticks palm facing up and you pull in and you pull in and you push out. So now you're twisty. It's weird, but it feels great. 10 out of 10 would stretch again. Itchy nose. Every morning when I do these drum streams, my nose just itches. And to get out of this, just go back out the way that you came. Okay, so now, if you do traditional grip, rotate and hold one end of the spectrum and hold it for like 20, 30 seconds, and then rotate and hold the other end of the spectrum. But I don't play traditional anymore, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to stretch the underside of the forearm, so the tendons. So you could do this on the wall. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch. So as it goes down like this, it'll kind of like deepen that stretch. But I'm just going to do it one arm at a time. So I'm just kind of pulling this back a little bit. Don't pull too hard. Don't want to pull stuff or tear stuff. My foot needs a lot of work. All right, now we switch the other arm. Trying to do the sliding like JoJo Mayer, so technically heel toe, although it's not the heel or the toe that's actually initiating it. It's kind of a little bit mislabeled there, but it's more like, am I initiating from the knee, like pushing down into it, into the leg, or the ankle where it's like pressing up? Or pushing down while the ankle goes up, kind of a thing. So those are kind of the two different things. Let me actually see something real quick. Okay. Sweet. Now I'm going to stretch here. So the forearm, so you go underneath. Ooh, yeah. You could do this on the wall, but the higher you go, the deeper the stretch for that one. Thank you, by the way, Zachary, for the follow on Facebook. I am multi-streaming. I'm going to do this so that I've got both arms going on at the same time, so I'm just going to do it on my leg. You could even do it on your drum if you wanted to. But yeah, so I'm multi-streaming. I'm on YouTube. That's where I get most of the engagement. TikTok would probably be second. And then third for the engagement would, at least for live streaming, would probably be Facebook, and then Twitch, and then maybe Kick, and then maybe Twitter or X. So that's probably the order of the most engagement that I get. Okay, now that we've stretched the larger parts, now we're going to stretch the fingers. So we're doing thumb to thumb. And this just makes it so it goes twice as fast. If you hear those little clickety clacks, that's Minnie. Trimmed her nails last night, so she's a little quieter. Just kind of exploring the house. Looking for one of her mini dog beds to lay on. Ooh, this finger's tight. We're going to hold it here for a while. So after this, I'm going to continue with some of these different patterns, and then we'll finish off with a thing that works on the foot for the bass, for diddles or double strokes. And then I'll get set up for Kill It With Fire, which I streamed that on Saturday. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to playing that. We had a late night hanging out with some friends on Saturday, so I didn't stream yesterday. I just woke up and was like, nah, I'm too tired. Need a lot of energy for Kill It With Fire. Okay, so now we're going to do thumb on top and fingers underneath, and I'm massaging. So let me switch cameras for if you're in widescreen. So we're just kind of working our way along the forearm and whatnot. So if you look here, specifically this motion, since I play match grip, is the primary muscle that's right there. Just by moving without, like, this is not flexing it or anything. We want to massage on and around this muscle when you're doing this, okay? So you want to get it nice and relaxed. If you do traditional grip, you're going to have a rotary, and you're going to see your bicep kind of move up and down a little bit. So as you do that, it just kind of changes a little. So you might need a massage up here and just kind of loosen that up. Ooh, right arm's a little tighter. Good morning, gamer. How you doing? Welcome to the drum stream. Gonna be doing some Kill It With Fire here in an hour or so. And the Undertale video is coming out in about 45 minutes. at 7:15 Pacific time, 10:15 Eastern time. So stay tuned for that. It's a highlight reel. Got some fun moments in it. Okay, now I'm going to massage the hand. So I'm doing the thumb in the palm, and the fingers are massaging the back side of the hand. Just, again, trying to loosen everything up. Nice. And then we do the other hand. Getting nice and relaxed. And then you go from the base to the tip of the fingers, massaging your way kind of up it. At least 2 times, maybe 3 or 4 if the finger is feeling tight. Do that for each one of your fingers. All 17 of them. Okay, so the next pattern after this is going to be the exact same thing that I did to warm up, but it's going to add in the bass drum on the long notes. So short, long, should be fairly simple. So the last time I did this, where's my mouse? There's my mouse. I did it at 130. So let's actually try 135 because 130 sounded fine. Yesterday you beat Super Mario RPG Remake? Nice. How long was that game? I've got it on my wish list for Christmas because I love RPGs and Mario's always been fun. And I never ended up playing the original game. I think it was on a SNES, which I didn't have at the time. Or maybe it was on Nintendo 64. I don't remember. I had an N64. That was a good console. Lots of hours spent having fun, exploring worlds. Alright, so 135, we're doing charts 1 through 5. Da-da-da, da-da-da, I heard it was a relatively short game, like 14 or so hours, which I was like, oh, that's interesting. RPGs usually are longer, but, I mean, it's a remake from an old school game, so. 1, 2, ready, and... Alright, so again, reading the pattern, right hand. The left hand is going to fill in ghost notes, and we're going to have the bass drum added on the long notes. I'm glad to hear it was fun. Yeah, it looks fun. It's a turn-based game, right? Like the old school, like Final Fantasies. Those were fun. I played so many of those games. A two, a 1, 2, ready, and. ready, and... Oops. Added extra bass drum. Alright, last chart. So far it's going good. My improvisation skills this morning are a little lackluster. That's okay. We're practicing. Always something to work on. 1, 2, ready, aim. Yeah, success. We survived. 135. It was musical. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Good. Alright, let's see. What's 22? Rock feel. Eighth notes with the foot, or accordion notes rather, with the foot on hi-hat. Offbeats on bell, snare on 2 and 4. Okay. Etc. And then the next one, it's the oh, okay. No, 2 of them from now, it'll switch it. So it'll put the hi-hat on the offbeat. And that is gonna mess with my brain. Alright, so last time I did this was 105 is technically proficient and fun. My left foot got tired. Interesting. Okay. So we're going to go back to my website, jaredolira.com/drum, and skipping past the chop stuff. There's some great permutation stuff. I worked on that last drum kit stream, which was on Friday, so you can see how to use those. But we're going to go to... Sure, we'll go ahead and do these. Let me see. Yeah, that'll be perfect. And it was 105, so let's try it. Let's try it at 110. So again, you go into the description and click on the BPM you want, and boom, it'll count you off momentarily. One and 2, and here we go. You need to be light with the left foot so it doesn't get tired. 2, 1, 2, here we go. We survived. Left foot still hanging in there. Two, 1, 2, here we go. Whoops. right. One, two, 1, 2, chart 3. Read that wrong. My bad. Do it this way if you wanted to. 2, ready, and. You're a goofball. You. Talking to my wife. I like her. She's a good one. 2, 1, 2, here we go. Alright, so that was, what, BPM? 110. So, it was mostly fine when I was kind of like mentally distracted. If I was thinking about something else, then it was a little bit off, but yeah, it was fine. So it was mostly technically proficient. We'll take it. My left foot did start to get a little, tired at the end. So we'll see how this goes. So the next one is the same thing, but now you're going to do short, long in the bass. So we still have this entire time. That's going to be weird. It's already messing with my brain. But first, peanut butter toast. Today's sponsor. All right. Let's do 6 through 10. There we go. One, two, here we go. I forgot. No, that's the next one. 1, 2, here we go. Alright, sweet. That felt very comfortable. I could probably play this a lot faster. One, two, here we go. Read that wrong. Whoops. Another one where I read it wrong. I like skipped a measure for some reason. I was like looking away, and then I looked back and was like, whoopsies. One, two, here we go. Focusing on my left foot right now. Trying to relax it. It is getting a little worn out. 1, 2. 1, 2. Here we go. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. Ah! No. I screwed up. Oh, my left foot is getting tired. Kenzie, I appreciate the sub on YouTube. All right, last chart. Giving my left foot a little bit of a break here. We got to do this again, but we're going to flip it. 1, 2, on the next playthrough. Here we go. Okay. What speed was that at? 110? Survey says it won't skip forward. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. It's counting off. All right. 110. And it was mostly technically proficient. I totally should have waited to give the shout out. Thank you again, Kenzie. And I messed up. Let's see. Which one did I just do? Those two. Okay, so 23 is... Okay. So this is totally going to mess with my brain. So this is the opposite of what I was just doing. So now we're going to go... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So off beats are now on the hi-hat, and on beats are now on the ride, which is the opposite. Going back to bass playing the line, snares on 2 and 4. Okay, that's the plan right now. If we'll do that. Okay, so let's go back to charts 1 through 5. And last time I did this was 110. It was technically proficient. It was fun. Let's try 115. Let's try it. Let's try it. So we'll go here. Go into the timestamps in the descriptions, and then jump to whatever BPM you want. I want to go to 115. Two. Here we go. Now the hands actually line up in terms of playing thing. 2, 1, 2, here we go. It's not messing with my brain as much as I thought it would. There were a couple moments where I was like, does this line up with the foot or not? 2, 1, 2, here we go. Can't hear my snare drum. Hello. There we go. Good morning, Bentley. How you doing on TikTok? All right, let's try this again. Next chart. Thank you for the like. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Whoopsies. My left foot's getting tired. Need to work it out more. Okay. 2 more charts of this, and then we're gonna do some bass drum work for double strokes. 2, here we go. Yeah, so these charts are a little wonky at times because of the way I wrote them. They blur across the line, across the measure. They're fun to play though. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Hey, Bentley, I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you so much. Alright. Survived. That was 115. Let's go to there. And technically proficient for most of it. I had fun doing it. Cool. So next time when I do the stream on Wednesday, so I'll work on eighths on the ride. 2 and 4 on the hi-hat with a foot. Snare plays the short notes. Bass drum plays the long notes in double time. Oh, yikes. Okay. We'll see how that goes. Right, so we're going to do this one next. So this, I will start at... Actually, I'm going to slow it down a little bit. I'm going to go to 130. So the exercise that I'm working on is at the top of the screen, the link. If you scroll down to here, the limb independence permutations and exercises, this exercise, Rebound, if you go into the timestamps in the description and you open this up, you can jump to a specific BPM. So I'm going to jump to 130, and it'll count me off. And I'm going to do double strokes. I'm going to do 2 on the right, 2 on the foot, etc. 1, 2, here we go. Bass drum's like angling. Had to fix that. Let's switch it. Let's start with the bass. Yikes. Okay, switch again. Start with a snare drum. Okay, switch it again. All right, switch it again. Okay. Oops. I forgot the garden nose. I was too excited to try this. So I'm going to go faster than I should. I just want to see how it's going to feel with the foot in particular. On the 16th notes. 1, 2, here we go. That was rough. Let's make it rougher. This will be the last rep. And then I'm going to get ready for some Kill It With Fire. Got to set up for that. 1, 2, here we go. I forgot to turn the mouse upside down, so it was like sliding. It was distracting. Honestly, that went better than I thought it would. So we did 130, and it was mostly technically proficient. It was getting better, so I was making progress on it. When I did it at 170, that was needs a lot of work and a little bit out of control. It was fun though. Good attempt. Okay, I'm gonna call it here. I will be working on some more play-alongs and whatnot. I'm gonna work on some more charts for the drumming content, so stay tuned for that to come out eventually. But again, you can find all this at jaredoleary.com/drum. There's almost 2,000 hours of free drumming content, and you can find all of the prior live streams. I'll add in timestamps to show what I worked on when, and then I excerpt out like a bunch of little tips and whatnot in here if you're interested in it. And the book I was using is under the books I recommend or /gear, and it'll take you straight to here. And it was the 50 Ways of Syncopation. So that was the book that I was using by Dom Moyle. And yeah, so you can find all of the other stuff that I use, like what's my different drum triggers and my mics and what kind of sticks do I use, etc. So you can find all of that at /gear on my website. But I appreciate everybody stopping by on the different platforms, and I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, maybe I'll see you in the next stream here in probably about 25-30 minutes with some Kill It With Fire. We'll get some spiders with flamethrowers. Goodbye.